Hi Aries, it's Nick and Nala. I hope you guys are doing good. She's kind of standing on guard because there's a lot of wind and it's raining today and she gets kind of scared, so she's anxious. But how are you guys? I hope you're doing good. So all my Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, men and women. We are now in the 3rd-ish week of December, so we're covering the 20th to the 26th. And not gonna lie, this week I feel like it's kind of uncomfortable. It's a little bit of an uncomfortable week. But as long as you're aware of the energies, I feel like you'll be able to navigate and ride through the waves and it won't affect you as much. So right at the beginning of the week, well, on the 21st, we are entering a new season. We're gonna be in Capricorn season. So you may kind of feel that shift in the air where it's starting to feel more like winter, or I guess it depends where you're on the world, but things are getting colder. People are maybe wanting to stay in more or become more intentional and practical with their lives. And then on the second day, on the 22nd, we have the nodes shifting. So we're going to be, North node's going to be in Taurus and the South node's going to be in Scorpio. So what we are going to feel comfortable with is our deep desires, but needing to let go and transform, do shadow work, healing. And the North node is kind of where we're being encouraged to kind of secure our foundations, our structures in our life, establish our values, our worth, and kind of just work towards practically formulating all those things in our life. Okay, and then on the 24th, we have Saturn in Aquarius squaring Uranus in Taurus. So this is very uncomfortable. This is bringing a lot of tense energies up in the air where we're learning how to navigate the reality in our mind and, changes that are happening around us, and how to deal with it affecting our daily lives and feeling resistance to change, but also having no choice but to change and not knowing what is right. And it just feels like this clash between our mind and our reality and having to adjust with everything that's going on. So we may see news and stuff going on with politics, government, legislation, stuff like that. And then the next day we have Christmas. So Merry Christmas to anyone who celebrates, or maybe you just have the day off and you can chill, lay back, have some hot cocoa with marshmallows. Okay, all right, so we're gonna be covering a little bit of health, work, and love. I'll have a link to the extended reading below in the description box if you're interested afterwards. I feel like Nala looks very tense. She looks very awkward. Anyways, so Aries, when it comes to your health, we do have the 5 of Cups. So I feel like this is an emotional week for you. I feel like for some of you, maybe you're remembering something that could have happened around this time last year that brings up an old memory. Like maybe some of you are remembering someone who passed away at this time, or something sad that happened around this time, or something has happened that's putting you in your feelings, and you're kind of emotional about it. Maybe you are kind of feeling lonely, or you don't have family, or you don't have family around you during this holiday season, or you can't go visit family for whatever reason, so you're kind of feeling alone, or you're like, yeah, it's Christmas, but I don't really have anything to do, I don't really have anyone to see, or you're just kind of feeling lonely. Maybe this is the first Christmas that you're celebrating by yourself or without someone special in your life, and so you're kind of feeling it, or you're just feeling emotional and sad about something else. But it just feels like you're in your feelings this week, and maybe it's just winter blues. Could be winter blues, but sometimes the holiday season can do that to a lot of people, where it's supposed to be maybe a fun, jolly old time, but people who are alone, maybe don't have family or don't have loved ones around you, it can be kind of a sad time. So don't ever feel like you're alone, because there's a lot of other people who probably are dealing with the same thing as you. And try to cheer up as much as you can. Put on some candles, your favorite music, maybe cook a good meal that you love. Watch this video, good vibes I'm sharing to you, hopefully. Do whatever is going to lift your spirit, okay? But I know sometimes the holidays and the Christmas and stuff like that can make people like, feel kind of not so happy. Okay? Oh, you see the sun's shining just for you, Aries, to cheer up. Okay? I love when that happens. And then when it comes to your work, school, career, and finances, we have the Knight of Swords. Ooh, it's like shining bright now. Oh my gosh. It's like, cheer up, Aries. So we have the Knight of Swords here. So I feel like when it comes to your work, school, career, and finances, there's going to be a lot of communication taking place. Maybe you're answering a lot of calls, answering a lot of emails, or having a lot of Zoom meetings, calls. It just feels like you're going to be very kind of maybe like anxious or feeling nervous because you got a lot of things, or you got a lot of appointments to set up, maybe right before the holidays, or a lot of people are talking to you, or your attention's kind of all over the place. So you may feel a little bit scattered. Just be mindful that you're reading over everything, any fine print or any important documents. Make sure you don't look over anything or you don't miss something that's important. But there could be a lot of communication, or just you're in a fast-paced environment. Maybe right now is like the time of year that's super busy at work or at school, and you're just like, oh my God, like I have to run here, I have to do this. So you may kind of feel, all over the place, or feeling very impatient, or feeling like you got so much to do in so little time. Okay. All right. So when it comes to your love relationships and dating, on your side here, we have the Two of Swords. Sorry about the lighting. Oh my gosh, but let's just continue. And then the Two of Wands, and then the Eight of Swords. All right. So this is going to be the week where you're having to relate, or you feel like it's hard for you to relate to someone, or to relate to your person, or whoever you're dealing with, and having to put yourself in their shoes, or you're trying to understand where they're coming from on their side here. And of course, this resonates, or this can be for anyone, whether you're single, in a relationship, married, divorced, situationship, friends with benefits, you don't know what's going on. It's okay, it doesn't matter, because we're just covering the energies, okay? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to put this up because it's a little too bright. And I feel like I look crazy. All right, so when it comes to this person, this can be the past, present, or future situation, or all three, all the above. Oh, it's much better, right, guys? I was like, oh my God, blinded. The sun's gonna kill my face. We have here the Ten of Cups, Three of Swords, and Eight of Cups. Okay, so you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or maybe also air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But of course, it doesn't have to be. It could be any sign, like I always say to you guys. It could just be the energy this person's embodying or playing out at this time. All right, so what I'm kind of seeing here, guys, is that a relationship is ending. Whether you are already in a relationship and your relationship is ending, or this person who was in a relationship, or who's married, or in a connection, their connection is breaking apart, or they're getting divorced, or they're separating, they're going through a breakup. Maybe this is like they were dealing with a karmic partner, with a karmic relationship, and that is ending. Or their family is kind of being separated. So, or they can have something that's going on in their family dynamic that is hurting them, that is falling apart, and now they're moving away from that, or walking away. Maybe this person is walking away or moving away from family and moving to a different place, or they are feeling kind of disassociated or disowned by their family, or their connection, their relationship, their marriage is breaking apart. They're separating, it's done, it's ending, or maybe it's finally becoming solidified and real this week. So I feel like this is not the relationship you're in, because I think this is just someone that maybe you guys were trying to work it out, or you were talking, but like, no, this person's married, they're in a relationship, I can't do that, I don't want to be, a homewrecker, or whatever you call it. I don't want to break a happy home, but they're not in a happy home. So if this person has been in a relationship, or is married, or whatever, that relationship is ending. And it had nothing to do with you, so don't feel like it's your fault, or that you broke a happy home, because even if you weren't in the picture, this relationship was not going to work out anyways. It was going to fall apart. If it's not you, it's going to be someone else. Maybe you were just the person that kind of made this person realize that that relationship was not working out anymore. Okay. I feel like here, what they once felt was going to last forever, or what they once really loved, has now broken their heart, or they're feeling really brokenhearted, really vulnerable, disappointed. But I think it was their choice. Maybe they were the ones that decided to break things off and to walk away, even though it hurts. And I think it's not because they were still in love with the person. It was more maybe because of the family, the kids, or the memories. But they were no longer emotionally involved, or they were no longer in love, or had those deep emotions anymore with this person. It was more just familiarity, you know, because it was, you know, it just looked good on paper, we had kids and this and that, but they're no longer happy with this person. And I think it was their call, despite it still affecting them. Even if they were the ones that ended it, it still hurts, you know. It's like leaving a chapter behind, but they are walking away from this. But I feel like you're confused because you don't want to be responsible or feel like it's your fault, or that you had a part or you had a play in it. But you're also a little bit excited, but also you're feeling stuck, like you don't know what to do. It's like, well, you know, I know they're gonna need some time, and I don't want to push anyone to do anything that they don't want to do. I just feel like you're kind of like in limbo a little bit, where you feel bad, but you also, you know that everyone is their own person. Like, you can't control what someone does, and you didn't impose your thoughts, your beliefs. You let this person do what they want to do. You gave them space. You lived your own life. But now you're like, man, does this mean that we're going to be together then? Or no, am I just delusional? It's just in my own head. No, like, I don't know. It's like you're feeling at a crossroads, feeling really indecisive. Like, does this mean that now my life is going to change and we're going to do this together? Or am I just being delusional? Is this just in my head? You're just really in your head. You're really in your thoughts after finding this out. Or they may tell you, they may talk to you about it. You're like, oh, okay. But you don't know how to react. You're like, I don't know whether to be happy or to be sad, or like, I don't know, because you're like, I don't want to get my hopes up, or I don't want to bank on, this ending that it's going to benefit me. I just want to let things happen the way it's supposed to be. The last time I got invested or let myself fall in love, I felt really hurt, or I was in a tough position. Like, maybe, you felt like you were always the secret, or you always had to hide, and you couldn't just be together and love each other. But now you're like, I don't know, like, what does this mean? Where are we going from here now? So this could be someone who you were dealing with like on a low, or maybe you didn't know they were in a relationship, or you didn't know they were married, or you kind of knew, but you knew you couldn't be together, and so you tried to like push it away, you tried not to like them. But now their relationship is ending, or they're getting out of a marriage, a divorce, or they're walking away from it. Kind of a weird timing, right? to do it this week, but it just feels like a connection is ending for them. So we're going to dive in deeper and extended to get more information, to see where their energy's at, what are they thinking, what are they feeling when it comes to you, what they don't want you to know that maybe you should know, and what their next action move will be towards you, and also your advice, okay? That's crazy, right? Like, just when we're talking about be happy and cheer up, the sun like literally was shining, and now it just like disappeared. Crazy. I love when the sky is aligned with me like that. Okay, so we'll dive in deeper in the extended. Link will be below. Hopefully I'll see you there. If not, I'll see you for our next reading. Take care.